Are you exhausted from a life that feels like a never-ending race against stress? You've clicked this video because you're desperate for a way to break free from the overwhelm, to find a lasting calm that transforms your days. This is exactly the journey you needed to escape into Zen wisdom that promises to shift your stressful life forever. Stress isn't just a fleeting annoyance. It's a relentless thief, stealing your joy, clouding your focus, and keeping you awake with worries that loop endlessly. Deadlines pile up, conflicts simmer, and your mind races, leaving you drained. But imagine a life where stress no longer holds the reins, where your heart is as steady as an unlit candle, your mind as open as an empty cup, and your days flow with gentle ease. These Zen stories offer a path to that freedom, a chance to rewire your mind for peace, even as you relax or drift into soothing sleep. Picture waking each morning with a lightness you haven't felt in years, where challenges don't spark panic but meet a calm, centered response. The ancient Zen teachings in this video aren't just tales, they're practical tools to dissolve stress at its roots, crafted to resonate with our hectic modern lives. Whether you're battling work pressure, personal doubts, or sleepless nights, these stories will teach you to release worries like a fading echo, embrace the present like a gentle rain, and trust life's flow like an unseen path, designed to sink deeply into your mind during rest. They offer a transformative shift, helping you find calm that lasts beyond these 2 hours. By the end, you'll carry a quiet resilience, ready to face life with a heart unburdened by stress. For years, I've explored the profound wisdom of Zen masters, from texts like The Gateless Gate to the living teachings of modern practitioners, distilling their insights into stories that speak to our stressful world. My mindfulness content has reached thousands, with viewers sharing how these narratives have eased their anxiety and restored their sleep, reflecting the power of Zen clarity. I've walked this path myself, finding peace amidst chaos, and I'm here to guide you with lessons proven by centuries of practice. This isn't just storytelling, it's a blueprint for lasting change, grounded in the timeless truths of Zen.in. The next 2 hours, you'll immerse in 10 Zen stories, each a key to unlocking inner peace. From a quiet stone's resilience to a woven basket's gentle flaws, these tales, paired with calming meditations, will show you how to pause, release, and flow through stress. This video is your haven, perfect for relaxation or sleep, with soothing sounds to guide you into calm. Let's embark on this journey together, as you discover how 2 hours can indeed change your stressful life forever, planting seeds of peace that bloom for years to come. Stress often feels like a relentless echo, where worries, regrets, or fears reverberate in our minds, amplifying anxiety and robbing us of peace, especially when we seek restful sleep. We try to silence these echoes, but our efforts only make them louder, trapping us in a cycle of tension. What if peace lies in letting these echoes fade naturally, releasing our attachment to them? The Zen story of the fading echo reveals why non-attachment to persistent thoughts is a key to inner peace, teaching us to observe worries without fueling them. This story is vital because it offers a simple yet profound way to break stress's cycle, transforming your life in just moments of practice. By embracing this wisdom, particularly during sleep when your mind is receptive, you can quiet the echoes of stress, finding serenity that lingers like a calm valley, guiding you to a life free from mental noise. In a serene valley cradled by towering cliffs, where wild grasses swayed in the wind's gentle caress and a crystal stream wove its sparkling path through the earth. There stood a Zen hermitage, its stone walls etched with time, its roof cloaked in the soft mist of early dawn. A young monk named Eiji lived there, his heart earnest but burdened by a restless mind. Before joining the hermitage, Eiji had been a storyteller, weaving tales for village gatherings, but the pressure to captivate perfecting each word, fearing forgetfulness, pleasing every listener had left him stressed, his thoughts echoing like a tale told too many times. In the hermitage's quiet, he sought peace, yet his mind clung to these echoes, regrets of stumbled stories, fears of flawed meditations, worries about his path. His sleep was shallow, his dreams haunted by words that looped endlessly, as if his heart were a canyon trapped in its own sound. One autumn morning, as golden sunlight spilled over the cliffs and the stream's murmur blended with the rustle of falling leaves, Eiji sought his teacher, Master Fumi, a Zen master whose presence was as tranquil as a valley after a storm. Her voice soft yet resonant, like a distant echo fading into silence. Fumi stood by the stream, tossing a pebble into its waters, watching ripples spread and vanish, her eyes tracing the cliff's rugged embrace. Eiji bowed, his voice tight with strain, the weight of his echoing thoughts pressing like a heavy fog against his chest. "Master," he said, "my mind is a storm of echoes, regrets, fears, worries that repeat and won't stop. This stress binds me and I can't rest. How can I find peace when my thoughts keep ringing?" Fumi smiled, her gaze lifting to the cliffs, where a faint echo of the pebble's splash lingered. "Eiji," she said, "call out to the valley and listen to its reply. Sit here, hear the fading echo, and return when you understand its lesson." Eiji stepped to the stream's edge, his mind skeptical, his stress surging like a tale he couldn't end. He shouted, "Hello," and the cliffs answered, "Hello, hello, low," each reply softer, fainter, until silence returned, the valley's calm, unbroken. He shouted again, louder, expecting a stronger echo, but the reply was the same, clear, then fading, untouched by his effort. This is meaningless, he thought, his storyteller's urge demanding a grander lesson, his stress whispering of failure. Memories flooded forgotten lines, critical faces, rushed meditations, an echo he tried to silence, only to amplify. He sat, restless, tempted to shout again, to force the valley to answer. But Fumi's words held him. Hear the fading echo, as noon warmed the valley, sunlight glinting off the stream like scattered jewels. Eiji's impatience eased, his breath slowing to match the water's rhythm. He called out once more, softly this time, and listened, not to force silence, but to hear the echo's natural fade. The sound arose, clear and bright, then softened, blending into the valleys, quiet the leaves rustle, the stream's song, the wind's gentle sigh. He turned inward, noticing a thought of regret over a flawed tale. Instead of fighting it, he let it echo, observing its rise and fall, like the valley's reply, fading without his grasp. More thoughts came, fears, plans, but he let them fade too. His mind no longer a trap, but a valley, open and still. A calm emerged, not a forced silence, but a peace born of non-attachment. As if the stream had whispered its secret, let echoes fade, and peace remains by dusk. As the valley glowed with twilight's soft amber, and the cliffs stood sentinel in quiet majesty, Eiji opened his eyes, the stream's ripples catching starlight like a mirror of his heart. He felt unburdened, his thoughts no longer echoing but passing, leaving silence in their wake. He returned to the hermitage, finding Fumi by the stream, her hands cupping a new pebble, her smile warm as the fading sun. Master Ag said, bowing, his voice steady, the fading echo needs no silencing. I let thoughts pass, and my stress fades. Peace is in the valley's silence. Fumi placed the pebble in his hand, its surface smooth and cool, her eyes bright with quiet joy. You've heard the echo's lesson, Ag. Let it fade, and no thought will bind you. Ag's practice shifted. He meditated not to silence thoughts, but to let them echo and fade, like ripples on the stream. When stress arose, a wayward worry, a past regret, he paused, breathed, and observed, letting it pass without grasp. His storyteller's haste softened, his tales flowing with ease, his heart free. His sleep deepened, his dreams calm as a quiet valley, the pebble's lesson a gentle guide. Years later, Ag shared this wisdom, guiding others to let echoes fade. Thoughts still came, but he met them with no attachment, his heart a fading echo, alive with peace in every moment. The fading echo teaches that stress thrives when we cling to thoughts, but fades when we let them pass, like Ag did. To find peace, practice non-attachment. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, try this simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress worries, regrets as echoes in your mind. Don't silence them. Imagine sitting by Ag's stream, hearing an echo fade. With each exhale, let a thought of fear, a plan fade like an echo, without grasping. Focus on your breath, the valley's silence, anchoring you in calm. If a worry returns, note it gently, then let it fade again. Picture the stream rippling softly, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this silence in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you release thoughts, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the fading echo, to help you release stress and find peace through non-attachment. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Ag's valley. This moment is yours, a time to let go and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a stream's quiet flow. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels noisy, carrying the stress of the day worries, regrets, or fears, that's okay. These are echoes ringing in your heart's valley, not your true peace. Imagine you're sitting by a crystal stream, like the one in Ag's hermitage. The air is cool, scented with grass and mist. Around you, cliffs rise, their stone warm in the sunlight. Call out softly, and hear an echo, hello, hello, low, fading into silence, blending with the stream's murmur and the winds. Sigh, this valley is your mind, open and calm, letting echoes pass. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the valley's cliffs. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to release. Notice any stress or thought, a worry. See it as an echo, loud but fleeting. With your next exhale, let the echo fade, like a sound dissolving into silence, without grasping it. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease. Resting in the valley's quiet, bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the stream's flow. Inhale, feeling silence enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting a thought fade a fear, a regret like an echo growing faint. If a worry arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like an echo's reply, then return to your breath, the silence. You don't need to silence thoughts. Their fading is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, quiet as the valley. Picture the stream now, rippling under a starry sky, the cliffs silent, echoes gone. Your mind is like this valley, calm and open. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or noise, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the fading echo. Each exhale releases an echo. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this fading echo will stay with you. The story of Arji has shown you how to let go, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, clear as the valley's silence. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and calm shines. You are calm, you are free, you are at peace. Stress often traps us in a closed room of our own making, where we fixate on problems, judgments, or expectations, shutting out the fresh air of the present moment and fueling anxiety that disrupts our peace and sleep. We strive to control or escape this confinement, yet our efforts tighten the walls, leaving us restless. What if peace lies in opening the window of our mind, accepting the present as it is? The Zen story of the open window reveals why embracing the moment without resistance is a key to inner peace, teaching us to let life's breeze flow through us. This story is crucial because it offers a simple practice to dissolve stress's grip, transforming your life by welcoming now. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can release mental confinement, finding serenity that breathes like a gentle wind, guiding you to a life of open calm. In a tranquil hillside village, where stone paths wound through fields of lavender, and the evening sky glowed with the warmth of a setting sun, there stood a Zen cottage, its paper walls shimmering softly, its wooden beams fragrant with the scent of aged cedar. A young monk named Sora lived there, her spirit gentle but weighed by a rigid mind. Before joining the cottage, Sora had been a calligrapher, crafting precise characters for sacred texts. But the demand for flawless strokes, avoiding smudges, meeting deadlines, earning praise, had left her stressed, her thoughts locked in a cycle of self-judgment. In the cottage's quiet, she sought peace, yet her mind built walls, judging her meditations as imperfect, resisting moments of doubt, striving to control her path. Her sleep was troubled, her dreams confined by inky lines that blurred and broke, as if her heart were trapped in a sealed room, yearning for air. One spring twilight, as the lavender fields swayed under a crescent moon and the air carried the sweet hum of crickets, Sora sought her teacher, Master Aiko, a Zen master whose presence was as free as a breeze through an open window, her laughter light yet profound, like wind chimes in a gentle gust. Aiko sat by a low window in the cottage, its paper screen slid open, revealing the village's twinkling lights and the moon's silver glow. Sora bowed, her voice heavy with strain, the weight of her closed mind pressing like a shuttered pain against her chest. "Master," she said, "my thoughts are a prison, judging my flaws, fighting my doubts. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. How can I find peace when my mind is so shut?" Aiko leaned toward the window, inhaling the cool night air, her eyes sparkling with the moon's reflection. "Sora," she said, "feel the breeze through this window. What does it bring? Sit here, open your heart, and return when you understand its lesson." Sora sat by the window, her mind defiant, her stress flaring like a smudged stroke on rice paper. She saw only confinement, her flaws, her failures, a life she couldn't perfect. She tried to meditate, to force calm, but her thoughts resisted. A shaky breath, a moment of doubt, a need to control the outcome. This is futile, she thought, her calligrapher's precision urging her to close the window, to shut out distraction, but Aiko's words held her. "Open your heart." She slid the screen wider, letting the breeze brush her face, cool and soft, carrying the lavender's sweet scent, the cricket's distant song, the rustle of leaves under the moon's gentle gaze. She breathed, noticing the air's touch, the moments flow, unjudged and free as night deepened. The village lights fading into a tapestry of stars. Sora's resistance softened, her breath easing to match the breeze's rhythm. She let her thought arise a judgment of her meditation. Instead of fighting it, she accepted it, like the breeze passing through the window, neither held nor pushed away. Another thought came up, fear of failure, and she let it flow too, open to its presence, unresisting. The stress of control began to fade, not because she mastered her thoughts, but because she opened her mind, letting life's moment breathe through her. A calm emerged, spacious and light, like a room aired out after years of confinement, as if the lavender fields had whispered their secret. Peace was in opening, not in closing, by dawn. As sunlight crept over the hills, gilding the lavender in golden hues, Sora opened her eyes, the window still wide, the breeze now warm with morning's promise. Her heart felt free, her thoughts no longer walls, but guests, passing through an open space. She returned to the cottage, finding Aiko by the window, tracing a blossom's petal with a gentle finger, her smile warm as the rising sun. "Master," Sora said, bowing, her voice clear, "the open window welcomes the breeze. I accept the moment and my stress fades. Peace is in this openness." Aiko placed the blossom in Sora's hand, its scent soft and fleeting, her eyes bright with quiet joy. "You felt the window's lesson, Sora. Keep it open and no thought will confine you." Sora's practice transformed. She meditated not to perfect her mind, but to open it, accepting thoughts like breezes through a window. When stress arose a flawed task, a moment of doubt, she paused, breathed, and welcomed a now unresisting. Her calligrapher's rigidity faded, her strokes flowing with grace, her heart unbound. Her sleep deepened, her dreams airy as a moonlit field, the blossoms lesson a gentle guide. Years later, Sora shared this wisdom, guiding others to open their hearts. Thoughts still came, but she met them with acceptance, her heart an open window, alive with peace in every moment. The open window teaches that stress thrives when we close our mind to the present, but fades when we accept the moment, like Sora did. To find peace, open your heart. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress judgments, resistances, a closed window in your mind. Don't shut it tighter. Imagine sitting by Sora's window, its breeze flowing through. With each exhale, open to a thought or worry, a doubt letting it pass like air unresisted. Focus on your breath, the moment's flow, anchoring you in calm. If a judgment arises, note it gently, then return to opening. Picture the window, wide and free, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this openness in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you accept the now, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the open window, to help you release stress and find peace through acceptance. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the floor of Sora's cottage. This moment is yours, a time to open and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze through an open window. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels confined, carrying the stress of the day, judgments, resistance, or expectations, that's okay. These are shutters closing your heart, not its true space. Imagine you're sitting by an open window, like the one in Sora's cottage. The air is cool, scented with lavender and moonlight. Outside, fields sway under a starry sky, crickets humming. Softly, the window is wide, letting a gentle breeze flow through, free and unresisted. This window is your mind, open and calm, welcoming the moment's gifts. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the cottage's beams. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to accept. Notice any stress, a thought, a judgment. See it as a shutter you've closed, heavy but movable. With your next exhale, slide the shutter open, letting the thought pass like a breeze, unresisted. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease, flowing with the moment. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the breeze's flow. Inhale, feeling openness enter you like soft starlight. Exhale, welcoming a thought, a worry, a need to control like air through the window, letting it pass. If a judgment arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like a breeze's touch, then return to your breath, the openness. You don't need to close the window. This moment is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, free as the breeze. Picture the window now, wide under a moonlit sky, the fields glowing softly. Your mind is like this window, calm and accepting. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or resistance, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the window's flow. Each exhale opens your heart. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this open window will stay with you. The story of Sora has shown you how to accept, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, free as a breeze. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and openness shines. You are calm, you are open, you are at peace. Stress often flares from our rush to act, fix, or achieve, pushing us into a frenzy of haste that fuels anxiety and disrupts our peace, leaving us sleepless and tense. We chase immediate results, believing calm requires effort, yet this urgency only deepens our unrest. What if peace lies in patient waiting, trusting the moment's potential without forcing it? The Zen story of the unlit candle reveals why cultivating patience over haste is a key to inner peace, teaching us to rest in stillness rather than race toward solutions. This story is vital because it offers a gentle practice to soothe stress's urgency, transforming your life through calm trust. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can quiet the need for speed, finding serenity that glows like an unlit candle's quiet promise, guiding you to a life of patient calm in a quiet mountain hamlet where stone lanterns cast soft shadows and the air hummed with the scent of cedar smoke. There stood a Zen hut, its straw roof nestled under ancient pines, its wooden walls warmed by the glow of twilight fading embers. A young monk named Ren lived there, his heart eager but restless with urgency. Before joining the hut, Ren had been a clockmaker, crafting precise timepieces for merchants. But the relentless race against deadlines, ticking gears, impatient clients, the fear of a single misstep had left him stressed, his mind a whirl of racing hands. In the hut's stillness, he sought peace, yet his haste persisted, rushing through meditations, seeking instant clarity, pushing to master Zen. His sleep was fleeting, his dreams haunted by gears that spun too fast, as if his heart were a clock, wound too tightly, unable to pause. One winter evening, as snowflakes swirled like silent prayers and the pines stood cloaked in white, Ren sought his teacher, Master Kosei, a Zen master whose presence was as steady as an unlit candle, his calm, a quiet potential waiting for the right moment. Kosei sat in the hut's small room, a single candle on the table before him, its wick unlit, its wax smooth and untouched, bathed in the soft glow of a nearby lantern. Ren bowed, his voice sharp with impatience, the weight of his urgency pressing, like a spring coiled too tight in his chest. "Master," he said, "my mind races to fix everything, my meditations, my doubts, my life. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. Why can't I find peace when I try so hard?" Kosei lifted the candle, its weight light in his hands, his eyes tracing its unlit wick with a gentle gaze. "Ren," he said, "look at this candle. What does it hold? Sit here, feel its promise, and return when you understand its lesson." Ren sat before the table, his mind bristling, his stress surging like a gear slipping its track. He stared at the candle, expecting it to light itself, to reveal a grand truth, but it remained unlit, its wax cold, its wick silent. "This is useless," he thought, his clockmaker's instinct urging him to act, to strike a flint, to force a flame, to make something happen. He shifted, impatient, thoughts racing, a rushed chant, a fumbled cone, a need to perfect his practice now. He reached for a nearby match, tempted to light the candle, to end the wait. But Kosei's words held him. "Feel its promise." He set the match down, breathing deeply. The hut's quiet, wrapping him like a soft blanket, the snow's faint patter, the pine's distant sigh, the lantern's warm flicker casting shadows on the walls. As night deepened, the hamlet hushed under a blanket of snow, the stars peeking through clouds like tiny flames in a vast sky. Ren's haste began to ease, his breath slowing to match the hut's stillness, as if he were the candle, waiting without force. He noticed a thought, fear of failure, and, instead of rushing to fix it, he let it rest like the unlit wick, present but unignited. Another thought arose, a plan to master Zen, and he let that rest too, trusting its potential without pushing. The stress of urgency began to fade, not because he achieved calm, but because he waited, patient in the moments. Quiet promise. A serenity grew, soft and steady, like a candle's glow held within, unlit yet full of light, as if the pines had whispered their secret. Peace was in waiting, not in hastening, by dawn. As sunlight pierced the clouds, gilding the snow in hues of rose and gold, Ren opened his eyes, the candle still unlit, its presence a quiet teacher in the hut's gentle hush. His heart felt steady, his thoughts no longer racing but resting, like gears paused in perfect balance. He returned to the room, finding Kosei by the table, polishing the candle's holder, his smile warm as the rising sun. "Master," Ren said, bowing, his voice calm, "the unlit candle holds light in waiting. I pause, and my stress fades. Peace is in this patience." Kosei placed the candle in Ren's hands, its wax cool and smooth, his eyes bright with quiet joy. "You felt the candle's lesson, Ren. Wait with it, and no haste will unbalance you." Ren's practice shifted. He meditated not to achieve instant peace, but to wait with patience, letting thoughts rest like an unlit wick. When stress arose a hurried task, a moment of doubt, he paused, breathed, and trusted the moment, unforced. His clockmaker's rush faded, his life flowing with balance, his heart steady. His sleep deepened, his dreams calm as a snowlit night. The candle's lesson a quiet guide. Years later, Ren shared this wisdom, guiding others to wait with trust. Haste still came, but he met it with patience, his heart an unlit candle, alive, with peace in every moment. The unlit candle teaches that stress thrives in haste, but fades when we wait patiently, like Ren did. To find peace, practice patience. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, try this simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, haste, urgency as a need to act now. Don't rush it. Imagine sitting by Ren's candle, its wick unlit but full of promise. With each exhale, let a thought, a worry, a plan rest like a wick waiting for its flame. Focus on your breath, the candle's quiet potential, anchoring you in calm. If urgency arises, note it gently, then return to waiting. Picture the candle, unlit yet whole, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this patience in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you wait with trust, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the unlit candle, to help you release stress and find peace through patience. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the table in Ren's hut. This moment is yours, a time to wait and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a candle's quiet presence in a hushed room. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels rushed, carrying the stress of the day, haste, urgency, or plans, that's okay. These are sparks you don't need to ignite, not your true calm. Imagine you're sitting in a small hut, like the one in Ren's hamlet. The air is cool, scented with cedar and snow. Before you rests an unlit candle, its wax smooth, its wick steady, bathed in a lantern's soft glow. This candle is your heart, calm and waiting, holding peace in its quiet promise. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the hut's wooden beams. As you exhale, Let your body soften, ready to wait. Notice any stress, a thought, a rush. See it as a spark, eager to light the wick. With your next exhale, let the spark rest, like the wick unlit, waiting without force. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease, trusting the moment's calm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the candle's stillness. Inhale, feeling patience enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting a thought rest, a worry, a need to act like a wick unignited. If urgency arises, don't rush it. Note it gently, like a spark fading, then return to your breath, the waiting. You don't need to force peace. This moment's promise is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, steady as the candle. Picture the candle now, unlit under a snowy sky, its presence calm and whole. Your mind is like this candle, patient and trusting. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or haste, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the candle's promise. Each exhale waits with trust. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this unlit candle will stay with you. The story of Ren has shown you how to wait, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, calm as a wick. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and patience shines. You are calm. You are steady. You are at peace. Stress often weighs us down when we take life too seriously, fixating on problems or striving for perfection. Losing sight of the joy in simple moments and fueling anxiety that disrupts our peace and sleep. This heavy approach traps us in tension, making calm feel out of reach. What if peace lies in embracing life's lightness, finding joy in the play of the present? The Zen story of the dancing shadow reveals why cultivating joy through simplicity is a key to inner peace, teaching us to smile at life's fleeting moments. This story is crucial because it offers a playful practice to lift stress's burden, transforming your life with lightness. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can ease tension's grip, finding serenity that moves like a shadow's gentle dance, guiding you to a life of joyful calm. In a sunlit meadow where wildflowers painted the earth in bursts of color and a soft breeze wove through swaying grasses, there stood a Zen pavilion, its bamboo frame open to the sky, its tiled roof casting dappled shadows on the wooden floor. A young monk named Toro lived there, his spirit warm but clouded by seriousness. Before joining the pavilion, Taro had been a scribe, copying legal scrolls with exacting care, but the pressure to avoid error-smudged ink, strict overseers, endless revisions had left him stressed, his mind rigid with the weight of duty. In the pavilion's calm, he sought peace, yet his gravity persisted, analyzing cones with grim focus, seeking profound answers, bearing each task like a heavy load. His sleep was restless, his dreams stark with inky lines and stern faces, as if his heart were a scroll too tightly bound, unable to unfurl. One summer noon, as the meadow shimmered under a cloudless sky and butterflies flitted like tiny flames, among the flowers, Taro sought his teacher, Master Hina, a Zen master whose presence was as light as a shadow's dance, her laughter bubbling like a brook, her eyes twinkling with playful wisdom. Hina sat in the pavilion, watching her shadow sway on the floor as she moved, its edges soft in the sunlight streaming through the bamboo slats. Taro bowed, his voice heavy with strain, the weight of his seriousness pressing like a stone tablet against his chest. "Master," he said, "my mind is burdened obsessed with perfecting my practice, solving every problem. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. Why can't I find peace when I strive so hard?" Hina tilted her head, her shadow shifting like a partner in a dance, her gaze bright yet gentle. "Toro," she said, "watch this shadow. What does it teach? Sit here, follow its play, and return when you understand its lesson." Toro sat in the pavilion, his mind rigid, his stress flaring like a smudged scroll he couldn't fix. He stared at Hina's shadow, expecting a deep revelation, but saw only its flicker swaying with her breath, stretching as the sun shifted, playful yet fleeting. "This is trivial," he thought, his scribe's precision urging him to seek a weightier truth, to analyze the shadow's meaning. Thoughts surged, flawed meditations, unsolved koans, a life too serious each, a burden he tried to resolve, only to tighten his stress. He leaned forward, tempted to trace the shadow, to pin it down, but Hina's words held him. Follow its play. He relaxed, breathing deeply, the pavilion's quiet enveloping him, the grasses rustle, the butterflies flutter, the sun's warm caress through the slats as afternoon waned. The meadow bathed in golden light, the shadows lengthening like a slow waltz across the floor. Taro's severity softened, his breath easing to match the shadow's rhythm, as if he were dancing with it, light and free. He let a thought arise, a worry about his practice, and, instead of dissecting it, he smiled, watching it flicker like the shadow, playful and passing. Another thought came, a need to be profound, and he let that dance too, finding joy in its fleeting nature, unburdened by weight. The stress of seriousness began to lift, not because he solved his problems, but because he embraced the moment's play, like a child laughing at a shadow's sway. A serenity bloomed, buoyant and warm, as if the meadow had whispered its secret. Peace was in joy's light dance, not in gravity's load by dusk. As the meadow glowed with twilight's soft rose and the shadows merged into the evening's embrace, Taro opened his eyes, Hina's shadow now a faint trace, its dance etched in his heart. His mind felt light, his thoughts no longer burdens but partners in a playful waltz. He returned to the pavilion, finding Hina weaving a flower crown, her laughter soft as the breeze, her smile warm as the fading sun. "Master," Taro said, bowing, his voice bright, "the dancing shadow plays with light. I smile, and my stress fades. Peace is in this joy." Hina placed a wildflower in his hand, its petals soft and vibrant, her eyes sparkling with delight. "You've joined the shadow's dance, Taro. Play with it, and no burden will weigh you." Taro's practice shifted. He meditated not to conquer thoughts, but to dance with them, finding joy in their fleeting play. When stress arose, a heavy task, a moment of doubt, he paused, breathed, and smiled, embracing the moment's lightness. His scribe's rigidity faded, his life flowing with ease, his heart unburdened. His sleep deepened, his dreams bright as a meadow's bloom, the flower's lesson a joyful guide. Years later, Taro shared this wisdom, guiding others to play with life's shadows. Gravity still came, but he met it with joy, his heart a dancing shadow, alive with peace in every moment. The dancing shadow teaches that stress thrives in seriousness, but fades when we embrace joy's play like Taro did. To find peace, smile at the moment. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress weight, worry as a heavy burden. Don't bear it. Imagine sitting in Taro's pavilion, watching a shadow dance. With each exhale, smile at a thought or problem, a doubt letting it sway like a shadow, playful and light. Focus on your breath, the moment's joy anchoring you in calm. If a burden arises, note it gently, then return to smiling. Picture the shadow, dancing freely, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this joy in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you play with life, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the dancing shadow, to help you release stress and find peace through joyful play. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the floor of Taro's pavilion. This moment is yours, a time to play and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it. Follow its soft movement, like a shadow swaying in sunlight. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels heavy, carrying the stress of the day worries, burdens, or duties, that's okay. These are weights you don't need to carry, not your true joy. Imagine you're sitting in a bamboo pavilion, like the one in Taro's meadow. The air is warm, scented with wildflowers and grass. Sunlight streams through slats, casting a dancing shadow on the floor, its edges soft, swaying playfully. This shadow is your heart, light and joyful. Moving with the moment's dance as you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the pavilion's frame. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to play. Notice any stress or thought, a burden. See it as a heavy weight, rigid and still. With your next exhale, smile at the thought, letting it sway like a shadow, light and fleeting. Feel your mind brighten, your heart ease, dancing with the moment. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the shadow's play. Inhale, feeling joy enter you like soft sunlight. Exhale, smiling at a thought or worry, a need to be serious, like a shadow flickering past. If a burden arises, don't bear it. Note it gently, like a shadow's sway, then return to your breath. The joy you don't need to carry weight. This moment's play is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, light as a dance. Picture the shadow now, swaying under a twilight sky, free and playful in the meadow's glow. Your mind is like this shadow, joyful and unburdened. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or gravity, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the shadow's dance. Each exhale smiles with play. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this dancing shadow will stay with you. The story of Taro has shown you how to play, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, bright as a shadow's dance. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and joy shines. You are calm, you are playful, you are at peace. Stress often feels like a storm, tossing us with chaos, overwhelming tasks, conflicts, or fears that shakes our calm and leaves us anxious, unable to find restful sleep. We brace against these storms, fighting to stay steady, yet this resistance fuels our tension, trapping us in unrest? What if peace lies in anchoring ourselves like a stone, steadfast amid life's turbulence? The Zen story of the quiet stone reveals why cultivating inner resilience is a key to inner peace, teaching us to remain grounded without struggle. This story is essential because it offers a simple practice to withstand stresses, chaos, transforming your life through unshakable calm. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can find stability in any storm, discovering serenity that stands firm like a quiet stone, guiding you to a life of enduring peace. In a rugged coastal village where waves crashed against jagged cliffs and seagulls wheeled through salt-scented air, there stood a Zen shrine, its weathered stones nestled among dunes, its tiled roof kissed by the spray of the restless sea. A young monk named Kyo lived there, his heart steadfast but rattled by turmoil. Before joining the shrine, Kyo had been a sailor, navigating stormy seas for fishing fleets, but the constant battle against tempest's aging waves, fraying ropes, the dread of sinking had left him stressed, his mind a churning ocean of fear. In the shrine's quiet, he sought peace, yet his heart trembled, anxious about imperfect chance, fearful of straying from Zen, bracing against every doubt. His sleep was broken, his dreams lashed by stormy waves, as if his soul were a ship forever tossed, unable to find harbor. One misty dawn, as the sea roared under a grey sky and foam flecked the cliffs like scattered pearls, Kyo sought his teacher, Master Saku, a Zen master whose presence was as unyielding as a coastal stone, his calm a quiet strength that weathered any gale. Saku sat by the shrine's garden, a smooth stone in his hands, its surface polished by years of tides, his eyes tracing the sea's wild dance. Kyo bowed, his voice strained with unease, the weight of his trembling heart pressing like a storm's gust against his chest. "Master," he said, "my fears shake me, doubts in my practice, chaos in my mind. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. How can I find peace when life feels like a storm?" Soku held the stone aloft, its weight steady in his palm, his gaze calm yet piercing, like a lighthouse in fog. "Kyo," he said, "feel this stone, what holds it firm. Sit here, touch its quiet, and return when you understand its lesson." Kyo sat by the garden, the stone heavy in his hands, his mind turbulent, his stress surging like a wave against a hull. He gripped the stone, expecting it to calm him instantly, to still his fears, but it remained cold, silent, unmoved by his turmoil. "This is pointless," he thought, his sailor's instinct urging him to fight, to brace against his doubts, to battle his anxiety, to force peace like steering through a squall. Thoughts crashed, fears of failing Zen, memories of stormy nights, worries about tomorrow which, a wave he tried to conquer, only to heighten his stress. He clutched the stone tighter, tempted to hurl it into the sea, to end the weight. But Saku's words held him. "Touch, it's quiet." He loosened his grip, breathing deeply. The shrine's calm enveloping him, the waves' rhythmic crash, the gulls' distant cries, the mist's cool kiss on his skin. As morning brightened, the clouds parting to reveal a sky of soft blue hues. Resistance eased, his breath slowing to match the stone's stillness, as if he were its quiet weight, unmoved by the sea's roar. He let a thought arise, fear of imperfection, and, instead of fighting it, he held it lightly, like the stone in his palm, steady without struggle. Another thought came, a regret from his sailing days, and he let that rest too, grounded. In the moment's calm, unshaken by its force. The stress of chaos began to subside, not because he defeated his fears, but because he stood firm, like the stone weathering the tide. A serenity grew, solid and deep, as if the cliffs had whispered their secret. Peace was in resilience, not in resistance. A quiet strength that held fast amid any storm. By noon, as sunlight gilded the dunes and the sea sparkled like a field of stars, Kyo opened his eyes, the stone warm in his hands, its quiet a teacher etched in his soul. His heart felt anchored, his fears no longer storms but waves that passed, leaving calm in their wake. He returned to the garden, finding Saku by the sea, tossing pebbles into the surf, his smile warm as the sun's rays. Master Kyo said, bowing, his voice steady, the quiet stone stands firm in the storm. I ground myself, and my stress fades. Peace is in this resilience. Saku placed the stone in Kyo's hands, its surface smooth as a mirror, his eyes bright with quiet pride. You've touched the stone's lesson, Kyo. Stand with it, and no storm will shake you. Kyo's practice shifted. He meditated not to battle fears, but to anchor in stillness, letting thoughts pass like waves around a stone. When stress arose a wayward doubt, a chaotic task, he paused, breathed, and grounded himself, steady without struggle. His sailors. Fear faded, his life flowing with resilience, his heart firm, his sleep deepened, his dreams calm as a sheltered bay, the stone's lesson a steadfast guide. Years later, Kyo shared this wisdom, guiding others to stand firm amid chaos. Fears still came, but he met them with resilience, his heart a quiet stone, alive with peace in every moment. The quiet stone teaches that stress thrives in resistance to chaos, but fades when we anchor in resilience, like Kyo did. To find peace, ground yourself. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, fears, chaoses, a storm around you. Don't fight it. Imagine sitting by Kyo's stone, its weight steady in your hands. With each exhale, anchor a thought, a worry, a doubt like a wave passing a stone, unmoved. Focus on your breath, the stone's quiet strength, anchoring you in calm. If fear arises, note it gently, then return to grounding. Picture the stone, firm by the sea, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this resilience in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you stand firm, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the quiet stone, to help you release stress and find peace through resilience. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the cliffs by Kyo's shrine. This moment is yours, a time to anchor and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a wave lapping a quiet shore. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels turbulent, carrying the stress of the day, fears, chaos, or worries, that's okay. These are storms passing through, not your true calm. Imagine you're sitting by a rugged coast, like the one in Kyo's village. The air is cool, scented with salt and mist. In your hands rests a smooth stone, polished by tides, its weight steady and firm. This stone is your heart, calm and resilient, standing strong amid life's waves. As you breathe in, feel your body. Ground, steady like the stone's base. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to anchor. Notice any stress or thought, of fear. See it as a wave, crashing but fleeting. With your next exhale, hold the stone steady, letting the wave pass, unmoved by its force. Feel your mind settle, your heart firm, grounded in the moment's calm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the stone's strength. Inhale, feeling resilience enter you like soft sunlight. Exhale, anchoring a thought. Worry, a rush like a wave around the stone, steady and still. If chaos arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like a wave spray. Then return to your breath, the grounding. You don't need to battle storms. This moment's strength is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, firm as the stone. Picture the stone now, steady by a sparkling sea, unshaken under a twilight sky. Your mind is like this stone, calm and grounded. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or turmoil, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the stone's quiet. Each exhale anchors you. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this quiet stone will stay with you. The story of Kyo has shown you how to stand firm, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, steady as a stone. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and resilience shines. You are calm, you are grounded, you are at peace. Stress often festers when we judge ourselves harshly, magnifying flaws and mistakes that fuel self-criticism, creating tension that steals our peace and disrupts our sleep. We strive to be flawless, yet this pursuit deepens our anxiety, trapping us in a cycle of self-doubt. What if peace lies in embracing our imperfections with kindness, seeing them as part of our unique weave? The Zen story of the woven basket reveals why cultivating self-compassion is a key to inner peace, teaching us to accept ourselves as we are. This story is vital because it offers a gentle practice to soothe stress's harsh voice, transforming your life through self-kindness. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can quiet self-criticism, finding serenity that holds you like a woven basket's gentle embrace, guiding you to a life of compassionate calm. In a verdant valley where rice paddies shimmered under the sun and mist clung to bamboo groves, there stood a Zen retreat, its thatched roof nestled among wild orchids, its mud walls softened by the touch of morning dew. A young monk named Hannah lived there, her heart tender but shadowed by self-judgment. Before joining the retreat, Hannah had been a basket weaver, crafting sturdy vessels for village markets. But the pressure to create perfect baskets no loose strands, no uneven edges, pleasing every buyer had left her stressed, her mind a knot of self-criticism. In the retreat's calm, she sought peace, yet her harshness persisted, berating her unsteady meditations, condemning her doubts, judging each step as flawed. Her sleep was fitful, her dreams tangled with broken reeds and scornful voices, as if her soul were a basket unraveling under her own scrutiny. One autumn dusk, as the valley glowed with the hues of a setting sun and cicadas sang their evening hymn, Hannah sought her teacher, Master Riko, a Zen master whose presence was as warm as a well-woven basket. her calm, a gentle hold that embraced all flaws, her eyes radiating quiet kindness. Rico sat by a stream, weaving a small basket from river reeds. Its edges uneven, its strands loose, yet sturdy in her hands. Hannah bowed, her voice heavy with self-reproach, the weight of her judgment pressing like a tight knot against her chest. "Master," she said, "I judge myself harshly. My meditations falter, my thoughts stray. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. Why can't I find peace when I'm so flawed?" Rico lifted the basket, its imperfections catching the sun's golden rays, her gaze soft yet steady. "Hannah," she said, "feel this basket. What makes it whole? Sit here, touch its weave, and return when you understand its lesson." Hannah sat by the stream, the basket in her hands, her mind sharp with criticism, her stress flaring like a snapped reed. She saw only flaws, loose strands, crooked edges, a vessel unfit for market. Her weaver's eye judged it harshly, urging her to reweave it, to perfect its form, as she judged her own heart. She tried to meditate, to force calm, but her thoughts condemned, a wavering focus, a moment of doubt, a life too imperfect. This is worthless, she thought, tempted to unravel the basket, to start anew. But Rico's words held her, touch its weave. She ran her fingers over the reeds, feeling their rough texture, their sturdy hold despite their flaws, the basket's warmth soft against her palms, like a friend accepting her as she was. As twilight deepened, the valley cloaked in a tapestry of stars, Hannah's judgment softened, her breath easing to match the stream's gentle flow, as if she were the basket, woven with care despite its flaws. She let a thought arise, a criticism of her meditation, and, instead of condemning it, she held it kindly, like a loose strand in the weave, part of her whole. Another thought came, a doubt about her worth, and she embraced that too, with compassion, seeing it as a reed that strengthened her heart's basket. The stress of self-criticism began to fade, not because she perfected herself, but because she accepted her imperfections, like a weaver cherishing each strand. A serenity bloomed, warm and gentle, as if the orchids had whispered their secret. Peace was in self-kindness, not in flawlessness. A compassionate embrace that held all her cracks by dawn as sunlight pierced the mist. Painting the valley in hues of gold and rose, Hannah opened her eyes, the basket still in her hands, its weave, a teacher of her heart's wholeness. Her soul felt held, her flaws no longer failures but threads in a unique design. She returned to the stream, finding Rico weaving a new basket, her fingers nimble, her smile warm as the rising sun. "Master," Hannah said, bowing, her voice clear, "the woven basket holds with its flaws. I accept myself, and my stress fades. Peace is in this kindness." Rico placed a reed in Hannah's hand, its edge soft yet strong, her eyes bright with quiet joy. "You felt the basket's lesson, Hannah. Weave with kindness, and no flaw will unbind you." Hannah's practice shifted. She meditated not to erase flaws, but to hold them kindly, accepting thoughts like reeds in a basket's weave. When stress arose, a wayward doubt, a self-critical thought, she paused, breathed, and embraced it with compassion, unjudging. Her weaver's harshness faded, her life flowing with gentleness, her heart whole, her sleep deepened, her dreams soft. As a valley's bloom, the reed's lesson, a nurturing guide. Years later, Hannah shared this wisdom, guiding others to weave their hearts with kindness. Flaws still came, but she met them with compassion, her heart a woven basket, alive with peace in every strand. The woven basket teaches that stress thrives in self-criticism, but fades when we embrace flaws with kindness, like Hannah did. To find peace, practice self-compassion. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, try this simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, self-judgment, doubt as a harsh knot in your mind. Don't tighten it. Imagine sitting by Hannah's basket, its weave gentle in your hands. With each exhale, hold a thought, a flaw, a criticism kindly, like a reed in the basket, part of your whole. Focus on your breath, the basket's warm embrace, anchoring you in calm. If judgment arises, note it gently, then return to kindness. Picture the basket, woven yet whole, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this compassion in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you accept yourself, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the woven basket, to help you release stress and find peace through self-compassion. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth by Hannah's stream. This moment is yours, a time to embrace and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a reed woven in a quiet stream. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels heavy, carrying the stress of the day, judgments, doubts, or flaws, that's okay. These are knots you don't need to tighten, not your true weave. Imagine you're sitting by a gentle stream, like the one in Hannah's valley. The air is warm, scented with orchids and mist. In your hands rests a woven basket, its reeds uneven, its edges soft, yet sturdy and whole. This basket is your heart, kind and accepting, holding all your strands with care as you breathe in. Feel your body ground, steady like the valley's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to embrace. Notice any stress, a thought, a judgment. See it as a loose reed, rough but part of the weave. With your next exhale, hold the reed kindly, letting it rest in the basket. Accept it as it is. Feel your mind soften, your heart warm, woven with compassion. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the basket's hold. Inhale, feeling kindness enter you like soft sunlight. Exhale, embracing a thought, a doubt, a flaw like a reed in the basket, part of your whole. If criticism arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like a strand's texture, then return to your breath, the kindness. You don't need to perfect yourself. This moment's compassion is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, whole as the basket. Picture the basket now, woven by the stream, glowing under a starry sky. Your mind is like this basket, kind and complete. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or judgment, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the basket's embrace. Each exhale holds with kindness. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this woven basket will stay with you. The story of Hannah has shown you how to embrace, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, warm as a basket's weave. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and compassion shines. You are calm, you are whole, you are at peace. Stress often surges when we face uncertainty in known futures, ambiguous challenges, or moments of doubt filling us with fear that clouds our peace and disrupts our sleep. We cling to clarity, fighting the unknown, yet this struggle amplifies our anxiety, trapping us in restlessness. What if peace lies in trusting the mystery of the unknown, embracing it like a starless night? The Zen story of the starless night reveals why trusting uncertainty is a key to inner peace, teaching us to rest in life's ambiguity without fear. This story is essential because it offers a simple practice to ease stress's grip in uncertain times, transforming your life through fearless trust. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can release fear's hold, finding serenity that shines like a hidden star, guiding you to a life of tranquil calm in a windswept highland where rolling hills met a vast untamed sky and heather bloomed in patches of purple. There stood a Zen hermitage, its stone walls weathered by storms, its wooden roof creaking under the weight of silent nights. A young monk named Yuki lived there, his heart brave but haunted by fear of the unknown. Before joining the hermitage, Yuki had been a scout, guiding caravans through uncharted lands, but the dread of unseen dangers, hidden paths, sudden storms, lost routes had left him stressed, his mind a map of endless what-ifs. In the hermitage's quiet, he sought peace, yet his fears lingered, uncertainty about his meditations, doubt about his Zen path, anxiety over life's next turn. His sleep was shallow, his dreams shadowed by starless skies and unseen trails, as if his soul were a wanderer lost in darkness, unable to find its way. One stormy evening, as clouds veiled the stars and rain lashed the hills with a fierce rhythm, Yuki sought his teacher, Master Tora, a Zen master whose presence was as steady as a hidden star, his calm a quiet trust that lit even the darkest night. Tora sat by the hermitage's hearth, a small fire crackling, its glow casting shadows that danced across the stone walls, his eyes tracing the flames' silent play. Yuki bowed, his voice trembling with unease, the weight of his fears pressing like a storm's howl against his chest. "Master," he said, "uncertainty haunts me, doubts in my practice, fears of what lies ahead. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. How can I find peace when the future is so dark?" Tora stirred the fire, a spark rising like a fleeting star, his gaze calm yet deep, like a night sky beyond the clouds. "Yuki," he said, "step into the storm and feel the starless night. Sit outside, trust its darkness, and return when you understand its lesson." Yuki stepped into the rain, his mind resistant, his stress surging like a gale tearing at a sail. He stood under the sky, expecting clarity, a star, a sign, but saw only darkness. The clouds thick, the rain cold against his skin, the hills invisible in the night's embrace. This is madness, he thought, his scout's instinct urging him to seek shelter, to map the unknown, to fight the storm's mystery. Fears swirled, failing his practice, losing his path, an uncertain future reach, a shadow he tried to banish, only to deepen his stress. He shivered, tempted to flee the rain, to demand answers, but Tora's words held him. Trust its darkness. He sat on a stone, breathing deeply, the storm's roar blending with the rain's patter, the wind's wild song, the earth's cool touch beneath him, grounding his trembling heart as midnight settled, the storm easing into a soft drizzle. Yuki's resistance faded, his breath slowing to match the night's rhythm, as if he were the starless sky, open to its mystery. He let a fear arise about his zen instead of fighting it. He trusted it, like a cloud passing without need for stars. Another fear came unknown tomorrow, and he embraced that too, resting in its ambiguity, fearless in the moments dark. The stress of uncertainty began to dissolve, not because he found answers, but because he trusted the unknown. Like a scout walking an unmarked trail, a serenity bloomed, vast and quiet, as if the heather had whispered its secret. Peace was in trusting the starless night, not in seeking its stars, a fearless calm that held all mystery by dawn, as the clouds parted, revealing a sky of pale gold, and the hills glistening with dew. Yuki opened his eyes, the rain now a gentle mist, the night's lesson etched in his soul. His heart felt open, his fears no longer shadows, but clouds passing through a vast sky. He returned to the hermitage, finding Tora by the hearth, warming his hands, his smile warm as the rising sun. "Master," Yuki said, bowing, his voice steady, "the starless night holds mystery in trust. I embrace the unknown, and my stress fades. Peace is in this trust." Tora placed a small pebble in Yuki's hand, its surface cool and smooth, his eyes bright with quiet pride. "You felt the night's lesson, Yuki. Trust its stars, and no fear will cloud you." Yuki's practice shifted. He meditated not to banish doubt, but to trust its mystery, letting fears pass like clouds in a starless sky. When stress arose an uncertain task, a fleeting fear, he paused, breathed, and rested in the unknown, fearless. His scout's dread faded, his life flowing with trust, his heart open, his sleep deepened, his dreams calm as a highland dawn, the pebble's lesson a steadfast guide. Years later, Yuki shared this wisdom, guiding others to trust life's mystery. Fears still came, but he met them with trust, his heart a starless night, alive with peace in every moment. The starless night teaches that stress thrives in fear of uncertainty, but fades when we trust the unknown, like Yuki did, to find peace. Embrace mystery. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress fears, doubts as a dark cloud in your mind. Don't fight it. Imagine sitting under Yuki's starless sky, its mystery vast and calm. With each exhale, trust a thought or worry, an unknown like a cloud passing without need for stars. Focus on your breath, the night's quiet embrace, anchoring you in calm. If fear arises, note it gently, then return to trust. Picture the sky, starless yet whole, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this trust in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you embrace uncertainty, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the starless night, to help you release stress and find peace through trusting uncertainty. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the hills in Yuki's highland. This moment is yours, a time to trust and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement. like a breeze under a quiet sky. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels clouded, carrying the stress of the day, fears, doubts, or unknowns, that's okay. These are clouds in your heart's sky, not its true peace. Imagine you're sitting on a highland hill, like the one in Yuki's hermitage. The air is cool, scented with heather and mist. Above, the sky is starless, a vast darkness cloaked in clouds, yet calm and open, holding mystery without fear. This sky is your mind, trusting and serene, embracing the unknowns, quiet as you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the hill's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to trust. Notice any stress, a thought, a fear. See it as a cloud, heavy but passing. With your next exhale, trust the cloud, letting it drift through the starless sky without seeking stars. Feel your mind open, your heart ease, resting in the moment's mystery. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the sky's calm. Inhale, feeling trust enter you like soft moonlight. Exhale, embracing a thought, a doubt, an unknown like a cloud passing freely. If fear arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like a cloud's shadow, then return to your breath, the trust. You don't need to find answers. This moment's mystery is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, vast as the sky. Picture the sky now, starless yet serene, glowing faintly with dawn's promise. Your mind is like this sky, calm and trusting. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or fear, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the sky's mystery. Each exhale trusts the unknown. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this starless night will stay with you. The story of Yuki has shown you how to trust, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, open as a sky. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and trust shines. You are calm, you are open, you are at peace. Stress often hardens us, prompting rigid responses to life's challenges, anger, defensiveness, or stubbornness that escalate tension, locking us in a cycle of anxiety that disrupts our peace and sleep. We brace against difficulties, believing strength means unyielding control, but this rigidity fuels our unrest. What if peace flows from softness, responding to challenges with gentle adaptability? The Zen story of the gentle rain reveals why embracing flexibility with softness is a key to inner peace, teaching us to flow with life's pressures rather than resist them. This story is essential because it offers a soothing practice to melt stress's hardness, transforming your life through adaptable calm. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is receptive, you can soften your grip, finding serenity that falls like the gentle rain, guiding you to a life of fluid ease. In a serene forest hamlet where towering cedars cast long, cool shadows and a delicate mist wove through fern-covered paths, the air carried the earthy scent of rain-soaked moss. There stood a Zen shelter, its bamboo roof glistening with dew, its mud walls blending softly with the woodland's embrace. A young monk named Moo lived there, her spirit earnest yet hardened by rigidity. Before joining the shelter, Moo had been a stonemason, carving rigid blocks for village shrines. But the unyielding pressure to shape flawless stones, no cracks, no errors, each cut precise, had left her stressed, her mind as inflexible as the granite she worked. In the shelter's tranquil hush, she sought peace. Yet her stiffness persisted, clinging to strict meditation forms, bristling at criticism, resisting life's unpredictability with a stubborn heart. Her sleep was tense, her dreams rigid with unyielding stone, as if her soul were a chisel locked in a relentless task, unable to bend. One rainy morning, as soft droplets pattered on the cedars and the forest hummed with the gentle rhythm of falling water, Miu sought her teacher, Master Hane, a Zen master whose presence was as yielding as a raindrop. Her calm, a soft flow that soothed any hardness, her eyes glinting with quiet grace. Hane stood outside the shelter, her hands cupped to catch the rain, watching droplets pool and spill, her robe damp yet light against her frame. Miu bowed, her voice taut with frustration, the weight of her rigid mind pressing like a stone slab against her chest. "Master," she said, "my heart is hard angry at my flaws, stubborn against change. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. Why can't I find peace when I hold so tightly?" Hane let the rain slip through her fingers, its flow unbroken. Her gaze warm yet steady, like sunlight through a misty veil. "Miu," she said, "feel this gentle rain. What does it teach? Stand here, soften with its touch, and return when you understand its lesson." Miu stood in the rain, her mind unyielding, her stress flaring like a chisel striking flawed stone. She felt the droplets, cold and fleeting, but saw only weakness in their softness. Her mason's instinct demanding strength, control, a heart as solid as her carvings. She tried to meditate, to force calm, but her thoughts resisted, a shaky posture, a teacher's critique, a life too fluid to shape. "This is foolish," she thought, tempted to retreat to the shelter, to harden against the rain's gentle fall, but Hannah's words held her, soften with its touch. She relaxed her shoulders, breathing deeply, the forest's quiet enfolding. Her through rain's soft patter, the fern's delicate sway, the cedar's deep hum, the mist's cool kiss on her skin, softening her rigid edges, as noon approached. The rain lightening into a fine drizzle, Miu's hardness began to melt, her breath sinking with the rain's rhythm, as if she were a droplet, flowing without force. She let her thought arise at a flawed meditation and, instead of resisting it, she softened, letting it pass like rain through open hands, gentle and unheld. Another thought came, a fear of change. She yielded to that too, adapting with ease, like water finding its path. The stress of rigidity began to dissolve, not because she controlled her heart, but because she flowed with it, like rain nourishing the forest's roots. A serenity bloomed, soft and fluid, as if the ferns had whispered their secret. Peace was in gentle adaptability, not in stubborn stone, a flowing calm that embraced all challenges with ease. By afternoon, as the clouds parted, revealing a sky of pale silver and the forest sparkled with rain's lingering sheen, Miu opened her eyes, the drizzle now a faint mist, the rain's lesson woven into her soul. Her heart felt fluid, her thoughts no longer rigid but ripples, passing through a soft stream. She returned to the shelter, finding Hane by the stream, rinsing her hands in its clear flow, her smile warm as the breaking sun. "Master," Miu said, bowing, her voice light, "the gentle rain flows without force. I soften, and my stress fades. Peace is in this adaptability." Hane placed a damp leaf in Miu's hand, its veins soft yet resilient, her eyes bright with quiet delight. "You felt the rain's lesson, Miu. Flow with it, and no hardness will bind you." Miu's practice shifted, She meditated not to enforce control, but to flow gently, letting thoughts pass like raindrops in a stream. When stress arose, a critique, a sudden change, she paused, breathed, and softened, adapting with ease, unresisting. Her mason's rigidity faded, her life flowing with grace, her heart supple, her sleep deepened, her dreams soft as a forest's mist, the leaf's lesson a nurturing guide. Years later, Mio shared this wisdom, guiding others to flow with life's challenges. Hardness still came, but she met it with softness, her heart a gentle rain, alive with peace in every drop. The gentle rain teaches that stress thrives in rigidity, but fades when we respond with soft adaptability, like Mio did. To find peace, flow gently. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress and resistances, a hard stone in your mind. Don't brace it. Imagine standing in Mayu's rain, its droplets soft on your skin. With each exhale, soften a thought, a tension, a fight like a raindrop flowing freely, unresisted. Focus on your breath, the rain's gentle rhythm, anchoring you in calm. If hardness arises, note it gently, then return to softening. Picture the rain falling softly, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this flow in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you adapt with ease, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the gentle rain, to help you release stress and find peace through soft adaptability. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Mayu's forest. This moment is yours, a time to flow and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a raindrop falling in a quiet forest. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels tense, carrying the stress of the day, tension, resistance, or stubbornness, that's okay. These are stones you don't need to hold, not your true flow. Imagine you're standing in a forest, like the one in Mayu's hamlet. The air is cool, scented with cedar and moss. A gentle rain falls, its droplets soft, pattering on ferns and cedars, flowing freely to the earth. This rain is your heart, calm and adaptable, softening all it touches with ease as you breathe in. Feel your body ground, steady like the forest's roots. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to flow. Notice any stress or thought, a tension. See it as a hard stone, rigid and heavy. With your next exhale, let the stone soften, like a raindrop melting it, flowing freely. Feel your mind ease, your heart lighten, adapting with the moment's calm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the rain's flow. Inhale, feeling softness enter you like a misty glow. Exhale, softening a thought, a fight, a rigidity, like a droplet passing through, unresisted. If tension arises, don't brace it. Note it gently, like a rain's touch, then return to your breath, the flow. You don't need to hold stones. This moment's softness is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, fluid as the rain. Picture the rain now, falling gently in the forest, sparkling under a twilight sky. Your mind is like this rain, calm and yielding. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or hardness, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the rain's rhythm. Each exhale flows with ease. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this gentle rain will stay with you. The story of Miu has shown you how to flow, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, soft as a raindrop. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and softness shines. You are calm, you are fluid, you are at peace. Stress often grips us when we obsess over life's direction, plotting every step to avoid failure or uncertainty, creating a mental map that fuels anxiety and disrupts our peace and sleep. We cling to control, fearing a misstep, yet this fixation tightens our tension, trapping us in worry. What if peace lies in trusting the journey, walking an unseen path with faith? The Zen story of the unseen path reveals why embracing faith in life's flow is a key to inner peace, teaching us to move forward without needing a clear map. This story is crucial because it offers a simple practice to release stress's need for control, transforming your life through trusting calm. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can let go of worry, finding serenity that guides like an unseen path, leading you to a life of fearless ease. In a misty mountain valley where ancient pines pierced the clouds and winding trails vanished into fog, there stood a Zen refuge, its wooden walls softened by years of rain, its shingled roof cloaked in the quiet hush of morning mist. A young monk named Soma lived there, his heart curious but burdened by a need for control. Before joining the refuge, Soma had been a cartographer, mapping trade routes for merchants, but the relentless demand to chart perfect paths, avoiding ambushes, predicting storms, ensuring every turn was safe had left him stressed, his mind a tangle of calculated routes and worst-case scenarios. In the refuge's tranquil calm, he sought peace, yet his control persisted, planning his meditations, fearing wrong steps in Zen, obsessing over life's next turn. His sleep was restless, his dreams clouded by twisting paths and lost maps, as if his soul were a wanderer trapped in a maze, unable to trust the way. One foggy dawn, as mist veiled the pines and the valley whispered with the soft drip of dew from needles, Soma sought his teacher, Master Kenta, a Zen master whose presence was as steady as an unseen trail. His calm, a quiet faith that walked without maps, his eyes gleaming with gentle certainty. Kenta stood on a narrow path leading into the fog, a walking stick in hand, his robe damp with mist, his steps light yet sure. Soma bowed, his voice edged with worry, the weight of his controlling mind pressing like a heavy compass against his chest. "Master," he said, "my fears rule me, planning every step, dreading wrong turns. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. How can I find peace when the path ahead is unclear?" Kenta tapped his stick on the earth, its sound muffled by the fog, his gaze warm yet piercing, like a lantern's glow through mist. "Soma," he said, "walk this path with me. Where does it lead? Step forward, trust its unseen way, and return when you feel its lesson." Soma followed Kenta into the fog, his mind racing, his stress flaring like a mist-drawn map. He strained to see the path's end, expecting a destination, a clearing, a shrine, but the trail vanished in the mist, its curves hidden, the pines looming like silent guides. This is reckless, he thought, his cartographer's instinct. urging him to map the route, to demand clarity, fearing a misstep would lead to ruin. Worries surged, failing his practice, a wrong turn in life, an uncertain future reach, a line he tried to draw, only to deepen his stress. He gripped his robe, tempted to turn back, to seek a clearer path, but Kenta's words held him. Trust its unseen way. He took a step, breathing deeply, the valley's quiet wrapping him, the fog's cool touch, the pine's faint creak, the earth's firm hold beneath his sandals, grounding his anxious heart. As morning unfolded, the fog thinning to reveal glimpses of pine and sky, Soma's control began to ease, his breath sinking with his steps, as if he were the path itself, moving without need for a map. He let a worry arise about his zenand. Instead of plotting against it, he trusted it, like a step into the mist, faith guiding his heart. Another worry came, a fear of failure, and he embraced that too, walking forward with faith, unburdened by the need to see. The stress of control began to fade, not because he mapped the future, but because he trusted the present, like a wanderer, finding the way home. A serenity bloomed, open and fearless, as if the pines had shared their secret. Peace was in trusting the unseen path, not in charting its end, a faithful calm that walked with every step. By noon, as the fog lifted, revealing a valley of emerald pines and a sky of soft blue, Soma opened his eyes, the path now clear, but its lesson rooted in his soul. His heart felt free, his worries no longer traps, but steps on an unseen trail. He returned to the refuge, finding Kenta by the path's start, carving a small pine twig, his smile warm as the midday sun. "Master," Soma said, bowing, his voice steady, "the unseen path guides with faith. I trust the way, and my stress fades. Peace is in this trust." Kenta placed the twig in Soma's hand, its bark rough yet light, his eyes bright with quiet joy. "You've walked the path's lesson, Soma. Trust its way, and no fear will lose you." Soma's practice shifted. He meditated, not to control the future, but to trust the present, letting worries pass like steps on a misty trail. When stress arose, an unclear task, a moment of doubt, he paused, breathed, and walked forward, faithful in the now. His cartographer's control faded, his life flowing with ease, his heart open. His sleep deepened, his dreams calm as a valley's mist, the twig's lesson a guiding faith. Years later, Soma shared this wisdom, guiding others to trust life's path. Worries still came, but he met them with faith, his heart an unseen path, alive with peace in every step. The unseen path teaches that stress thrives in controlling the future, but fades when we trust the present, like Soma did. To find peace, walk with faith. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress worries, plans as a need to map the way. Don't chart it. Imagine walking Soma's path, its mist soft around you. With each exhale, trust a thought, fear, a plan, like a step into fog, guided by faith. Focus on your breath, the path's quiet rhythm, anchoring you in calm. If worry arises, note it gently, then return to trust. Picture the path, unseen, yet sure, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this faith in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you trust the now, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation. inspired by the story of the unseen path, to help you release stress and find peace through trusting faith. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth on Soma's path. This moment is yours, a time to trust and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a step on a quiet trail. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels tense, carrying the stress of the day, worries, plans, or fears, that's okay. These are maps you don't need to draw, not your true way. Imagine you're walking a misty path, like the one in Soma's valley. The air is cool, scented with pine and fog. The trail curves into mist, its end unseen, yet steady beneath your feet, guided by unseen faith. This path is your heart, calm and trusting, moving forward without need for a map. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the path's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to trust. Notice any stressor thought, a worry. See it as a cloud, obscuring the way. With your next exhale, trust the cloud, letting it pass like a step into mist, guided by faith. Feel your mind open, your heart ease, walking with the moment's calm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the path's flow. Inhale, feeling faith enter you like soft light. Exhale, trusting a thought, a doubt, a plan like a step forward. Uncharted yet sure. If fear arises, don't map it. Note it gently, like a mist's veil, then return to your breath, the faith. You don't need to see the end. This moment's trust is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, steady as the path. Picture the path now, winding through pines, mist lifting under a dawn sky. Your mind is like this path, calm and faithful. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or control, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the path's mystery. Each exhale trusts the way. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this unseen path will stay with you. The story of Soma has shown you how to walk, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, free as a misty trail. Let this peace carry you into dreams where stress fades and faith shines. You are calm, you are trusting, you are at peace. Stress often overflows when we fill our minds with expectations, preconceptions, or rigid plans, leaving no room for peace and fueling anxiety that disrupts our calm and sleep. We cling to these burdens, believing they define us, yet this fullness traps us in tension, making rest elusive. What if peace lies in emptying our mind, embracing openness like an unfilled cup? The Zen story of the empty cup reveals why cultivating mental openness is a key to inner peace, teaching us to release expectations and welcome each moment afresh. This story is vital because it offers a simple practice to clear stresses, clutter, transforming your life through spacious calm. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is receptive, you can let go of mental baggage, finding serenity that rests like an empty cup, ready for life's flow, guiding you to a life of open ease, in a tranquil hilltop village where stone paths wound through groves of blossoming plum trees and the air carried the faint scent of charcoal fires. There stood a Zen dwelling, its paper screens glowing softly in the moonlight, its wooden beams polished by years of quiet hands. A young monk named Tetsu lived there, his heart earnest but crowded with expectations. Before joining the dwelling, Tetsu had been a scholar, memorizing texts for imperial exams. But the relentless pressure to master every detail, perfect answers, endless study, the fear of failure had left him stressed, his mind a brimming vessel of rigid knowledge. In the dwelling's serene calm, he sought peace, yet his expectations overflowed, striving for flawless cones, anticipating every lesson, filling each moment with preconceived plans. His sleep was restless, his dreams heavy with scrolls and unanswered questions, as if his soul were a cup too full to hold anything new. Unable to rest, one moonlit evening, as plum blossoms drifted like soft snow and the village hummed with the distant chime of a temple bell, Tetsu sought his teacher, Master Suna, a Zen master whose presence was as open as an empty cup, her calm a spacious stillness that welcomed all, her eyes sparkling with quiet clarity. Suna sat in the dwelling's courtyard, an empty clay cup before her, its surface plain yet smooth, catching the moon's silver glow. Tetsu bowed, his voice strained with urgency, the weight of his crowded mind pressing like a brimming vessel against his chest. "Master," he said, "my mind is full expecting perfect answers, planning every step. This stress binds me and I can't rest. Why can't I find peace when I know so much?" Suna lifted the cup, its emptiness light in her hands, her gaze warm yet steady, like moonlight on a still pond. "Tetsu," she said, "fill this cup with the night. What does it hold? Sit here, empty your heart, and return when you understand its lesson." Tetsu sat by the cup, his mind overflowing, his stress surging like a scroll too tightly rolled. He stared at the cup, expecting it to reveal a profound truth, but saw only its emptiness plain, unadorned, holding nothing but the night's faint glow. This is useless, he thought, his scholar's instinct urging him to fill it with knowledge, plans, answers. He filled his mind. Thoughts poured, in anticipating Suna's lesson, fearing a wrong cone. Planning his Zen path each, a burden he tried to hold, only to heighten his stress. He reached for a nearby pebble, tempted to place it in the cup, to make it useful, but Suna's words held him. "Empty your heart." He set the pebble down, breathing deeply. The courtyard's quiet enfolding him, the blossom's soft fall, the bell's distant chime, the moon's cool light, softening his crowded thoughts. As midnight deepened, the village hushed under a canopy of stars. Tetsu's expectations began to drain, his breath easing to match the cup's stillness, as if he were its empty space, open to the night. He let a thought arise, an expectation of mastery, and, instead of filling it with plans, he let it go, like air passing through the cup unheld. Another thought came up, fear of failure, and he released that too, embracing the moment's openness, free of preconceptions. The stress of fullness began to fade, not because he answered his questions, but because he emptied his mind, like a scholar unrolling a blank scroll. A serenity bloomed, spacious and light, as if the plum trees had whispered their secret. Peace was in emptiness, not in fullness, an open calm that welcomed life's flow without clinging. By dawn, as sunlight crept over the hills, gilding the plum blossoms in hues of pink and gold, Tetsu opened his eyes, the cup still empty, its openness a teacher of his heart's freedom. His mind felt clear, his expectations no longer burdens but breezes passing through an open space. He returned to the courtyard, finding Suna by the cup, sipping tea from a fresh one, her smile warm as the rising sun. Master Tetsu said, bowing, his voice light, the empty cup holds the night's flow. I release expectations, and my stress fades. Peace is in this openness. Suna placed a plum blossom in the cup, its petals soft and fleeting, her eyes bright with quiet joy. You've felt the cup's lesson, Tetsu. Keep it empty, and no burden will overflow you. Tetsu's practice shifted. He meditated, not to fill his mind, but to empty it, letting thoughts pass like air through a cup. When stress arose a rigid plan, a moment of doubt, he paused, breathed, and released it, open to the now. His scholar's burden faded, his life flowing with clarity, his heart spacious, his sleep deepened, his dreams light as a moonlit night, the blossom's lesson a guiding openness. Years later, Tetsu shared this wisdom, guiding others to empty their hearts. Expectations still came, but he met them with openness, his heart an empty cup, alive with peace in every moment. The empty cup teaches that stress thrives in a mind, full of expectations, but fades when we embrace openness, like Tetsu did. To find peace, empty your heart. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress plans, expectations as a brimming cup in your mind. Don't fill it. Imagine sitting by Tetsu's cup, its emptiness open to the night. With each exhale, release a thought or worry, a plan like air flowing freely, unheld. Focus on your breath, the cup's spacious calm, anchoring you in peace. If a thought arises, note it gently, then return to emptiness. Picture the cup, open and light, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this openness in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you release burdens, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the empty cup, to help you release stress and find peace through openness. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Tetsu's courtyard. This moment is yours, a time to empty and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze through an open space. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels full, carrying the stress of the day plans, expectations, or worries, that's okay. These are burdens you don't need to hold, not your true calm. Imagine you're sitting in a moonlit courtyard, like the one in Tetsu's village. The air is cool, scented with plum blossoms and night. Before you rests an empty clay cup, its surface plain, open to the sky's silver glow. This cup is your heart, calm and spacious, ready to hold the moment's quiet without clinging. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the courtyard's stones. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to release. Notice any thought, a plan. See it as a weight, filling your cup. With your next exhale, empty the cup, letting the thought pass like air, unheld and free. Feel your mind clear, your heart lighten. Open to the moment's calm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the cup's stillness. Inhale, feeling openness enter you like soft moonlight. Exhale, releasing a thought or worry. An expectation like a breeze through the cup, passing freely. If a burden arises, don't hold it. Note it gently, like a blossom's fall, then return to your breath, the emptiness. You don't need to fill the moment. This openness is enough. Your body feels softer, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, light as the cup. Picture the cup now, empty under a starry sky, holding only the night's quiet. Your mind is like this cup, calm and free. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or plans, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the cup's space. Each exhale empties your heart. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this empty cup will stay with you. The story of Tetsu has shown you how to release, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, open as a cup. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and openness shines. You are calm, you are spacious, you are at peace. In these 2 hours, you've journeyed through 10 transformative Zen stories, each a gentle key unlocking a life free from stress's grip. From the fading echoes released to the empty cup's spacious calm, you've felt your tension soften, your heart opening like a plum blossom under moonlight. These tales of monks trusting unseen paths, flowing like gentle rain, or dancing with shadows, have shown that peace isn't a distant goal but a presence within, ready to bloom with each mindful moment. As you've relaxed, perhaps drifting towards sleep, these lessons have settled deeply, like rain nourishing a quiet forest, easing your worries and lightening your mind. Can you feel it now, that steady calm, like a quiet stone by the sea, or the joy of a woven basket's gentle floors? This journey has been a haven, proving that 2 hours can indeed spark a lasting shift, turning your stressful life towards serenity. But this moment of calm is just the beginning, a single step on an unseen path. You've tasted the peace these stories offer, but stopping here would be like catching rain in your hands and letting it spill. Your progress could slip away, and stress might creep back, clouding the clarity you've found. Zen's wisdom grows through practice, deepening with each moment you nurture it. If you let this journey fade, life's chaos, deadlines, doubts, distractions could pull you back into the tension you've begun to release. You've emptied your cup, trusted the starless night, and softened like gentle rain. To pause now would be to leave your basket half woven, your candle unlit, your path unwalked. The next step is simple, a gentle act to keep this peace alive, weaving these lessons into your days for a life transformed forever. To sustain this serenity, dive into our curated playlist, Zen Stories for Lasting Calm, linked below, where more tales await to guide you through stress's storms. Each story builds on these lessons, offering new ways to stay open and grounded. Or download our free guide, 10 Zen Practices to Transform Stress. Also linked below, a practical companion to carry this wisdom into your daily life. Click the link now to access these resources and continue your journey. If these stories have eased your stress, share your favorite in the comments. How has it changed your perspective? Your words might spark another's path. Subscribe and join our community to stay connected, ensuring you never miss a drop of Zen.com. Let's keep this journey flowing together as you rest in peace and rise in serenity.